before the zombie arrives, I built 2 safe houses, one in the neighborhood. I'm allowing everybody in because of the safe house. This is what I use to attract people and zombies. Only safe houses in deserted corners. Is my true sanctuary. I am the reborn. I was bitten by a zombie in my last life, who was kindly saved by my mother, tied up by hands and turned into a zombie. And my kind mother and father were also poisoned by them, and ended up taking over our sanctuary. First day of rebirth, I frantically buy all kinds of cans in front of my neighbors. Various bottled waters. I also called the renovation worker. She held the top floor, used to store supplies. My neighbor, Dong Shangxin, named with kindness. But people go to the other extreme. In my last life, because I was a neighbor for many years, in case of zombie siege, my parents took our family supplies, distributed to Dong Shang's family, or even the people in their family. Pick up and enter our house, crossing traditions together. But then Dong Xiang Liang took over the magpie's nest, taking over our sanctuaries and supplies, not to mention. Instead, we asked our family to go out and find new supplies before he sneaked at me. After tying me up, threatened my parents if they don't go out looking for supplies. Killed me. In the end, my parents had to venture out. And after my parents went out once, finally hit a zombie. I'm in the room. I hear them screaming downstairs. After watching them get bitten into the Walking Dead, and I was the last insurance they had to break through. As the zombies came around, they threw them into the zombie pile, drawing the attention of the zombies. Xiao Shan, what are you doing? Why are you buying so many things? I can tell you, eating these things is bad for the body. Seeing me shopping like crazy again, Dong Xianliang began to fight. Educate me with the appearance of a passerby. Yes, Uncle Dong's lesson is, but it's useful for me to store all this stuff. A catastrophe could happen in a few days, so I'm going to prepare more stuff. I smiled and replied without smiling. At the same time, the movement of the operation on the mobile phone has not slowed down at all. Dong Shangshen sees me like this. He sighed to the others and said to the young man, "It is not good to be a cowhorse all day long. You know online shopping?" Seeing Dong kindness, he began to pretend in front of others again. I couldn't help but sneer in my heart. Dress it up. You won't have a chance to install it in a few days. I'll figure out the time. Zombies appear less than 3 days away. I need to buy more supplies. And I don't just want to store, I still have to swing the storage. I want everyone to know I have a lot of food at home. Even the roof got a lot of supplies from me. As for my parents, immediately after I was reborn, I sent them back to their hometown. My hometown is in the mountains. Rugged landscape. Dig any hole, it's a cave. The cave is warm in winter and cool in summer. Fitted with cedar. It's a godsend sanctuary. For me, as a born again, it's like being in a good place all the time. My parents are at home, and I'm not worried. It's time to have fun. This little cute Dong Shangshen. The tragic calendar of the last life is in sight. Rebirth once, if not good revenge. I'm so sorry about my personality. When buying supplies in a big way, I also installed several surveillance cameras in the vicinity. The kind that can talk remotely. On the one hand, it's for me to run for my life. On the other hand, if you can't speak, then why did I quietly draw the zombies over? 2 days passed in the blink of an eye. After I had prepared the vault myself, at night while no one is looking, so I drove to my parents. A road in the mountains. After the 7 turns and 8 turns on the road, I stopped the car. After another 7 turns and 8 turns, I only came to the cave of my hometown. Under my strong recommendation, outside the cave, another mound of earth was sealed. From a distance, it's impossible to find a cave here. After crossing the mound outside, bank grade explosion-proof door explosion-proof glass, electrified grid. The walls in the room are all reinforced. Of course, this is just a blindfold on the face. True vault underground. In a basement that no one would ever think of, the basement is connected to the cellar. Focus on the cellar basement. There are also 2 abandoned tunnels around. If the situation changes, it's also convenient for hiding. Tunnel, cellar, basement. I've got plenty of potatoes and fresh water. And other supplies. In this way, even if one of them collapsed, there are other places to go. 3 caves of cunning rabbits. I'll live again. If you don't even understand this, then you deserve to die for the rest of your life. After you've done all this, I sneak back to the neighborhood again before dawn. Although very tired and highly tense. But I couldn't be more satisfied. What else? It's faster than the one who's about to kill the enemy with his own hands. If it's supposed to come tomorrow, it's coming. Sleep until dawn. I turn on my phone whenever I want. What you see is a piece of news. Experts say, people biting in the city and elsewhere. People do people things. Although experts have repeatedly said that this is just one example. Getting under control quickly. But the crowd spontaneously rushed to the supermarket. Crazy crowd. I look at the news. Unconsciously, the corners of his mouth went up. A bunch of idiots. Go to the supermarket at this time. What if there's someone in there with the best move? On such a crowded occasion, which one can get away with it? I couldn't have predicted the consequences of one day. Large outbreak of zombie. The first batch is after the outbreak of the virus. People were still rushing out. At this moment, they attacked one by one like the Walking Dead. Hit every living thing you can see in your sight. While I was standing at the window watching, I heard a knock on the door. Open the door. The person standing at the door is my enemy, Dong Xiangxiang. Take another look. Nice guy black pressing a piece of people. I'll take another look at Dong Xiangli, that harmless appearance of humans and animals. I can't help but be a little confused. How is this different from my memories of my last life? The script was changed. Oh my gosh. The other day I heard you say there was a disaster. It's not something I'm looking for. It's more believable, untrustworthy and non-existent. Bringing my relatives together, but I didn't have any spare food there either. Look at you here. Said. His eyes couldn't stop looking inside my house. This look doesn't matter. I stacked canned bread in the living room. Straight in their eyes. In an instant, 1 or 2 cow, ghost, and snake gods all emerge. Oops, it's still Zhaosh. So many things prepared in advance. Yeah, now we don't have to worry. Still Zhaodong is awesome. Knowing that there is such a good sanctuary here. You're right, we're safe. A few people are going in while they're talking. I can't help but snicker when I see it. Is it true that the family does not enter the door of the house? Zhaoshen, no, let's all go to the neighbors. Dong Xiangliang Zhu's. I don't even have to think about it to know what he wants to do. No, I just want to put my relatives and friends. Is it all stuffed into me? But that's okay. The house behind me, it's not the safe haven they want. Behind me was a cage for them. Dong kindness brings all her loved ones. I just can't ask for it. There's nothing more refreshing than hand lifting the enemy. Thinking like this. I quickly greeted them into the house. Open all doors in all rooms. Allow them to pick and choose at will. Come on. It's Brother Dong's relatives. That's my own relatives. When everyone comes in, don't be too polite. Just sit back and listen to me. Originally a foolish director, and unscrupulous in my house. Here, look at that kid. The house immediately made a mess. Looks like everyone's found their place. Dong Shanshin's mouth is about to grind to his neck. He took a sneak peek at me, after finding out that I didn't seem to care. Then a tone of the elderly preaching began again. Oh my god, don't yell at me. Since you knew the zombies were coming, you should have a bigger house. Better get a building. So everyone has their own room. Where is it going to be as messy as it is now? The couch on the bed is full of people saying, someone else is going to do the flooring. I heard what he said. Suddenly, there was an overwhelming look of joy. Brother Dong is right. Definitely next time. Brother Dong, if you have a shortage there, but you have to tell me, too. Just take it from me, though. Oh, what a shame. Although it says so in the mouth. But when Dong Shangxiang left, or walked away with a bag of cans, watching him go out and close the door, my eyes are starting to look sharp. Never mind after tomorrow. You can feel what real despair is. At night, I take advantage of everyone's lack of attention. A man sneaks out the door. Use your phone to monitor the recording of the neighborhood. Once you've confirmed your safe route, open the unit door and sneak out. Find the buggy I left in the neighborhood. They rushed out without even turning on the lights. After leaving the community, I'll go in one direction first. Take the highway to your hometown. At the same time, I left it when I renovated it. Rear hand that can be controlled remotely by mobile phone. Finally used it. Gently tap your phone. Suddenly, the building in my neighborhood became magnificent. The electronic lights installed on the exterior wall flicker. Looks so good. The zombies' eyes don't work in the dark. It's hard to see things clearly, so I chose to run on the first night. Because the more zombies you drag, when I get to the back, I'm afraid I can't even go if I want to. So, as soon as the electronic light turned on, it's like a boat sailing in the night. It's like seeing a lighthouse. Countless zombies limping, but stepping firmly in the right direction, leading towards the neighborhood. After I drove into the mountains, it's almost sunrise. There's no way to worry about someone seeing the lights coming on. So I was also nervous about driving along the way. After the car entered the mountain ridge, I got out of the car and went on foot. Until I got home and went down into the basement. My parents just took a sigh of relief. You child, knowing the danger outside, what are you still running outside for? Mom, stop it. You're older now. We can't control you anymore. Anyway, remember, if you are in danger, you can run far away. Finish. My mother went to the place where I cooked and cooked for me. It made my heart feel hot, although the father next to him did not say anything. But the worry in my eyes can't be concealed. After eating and drinking, I turned on my phone monitor. Seeing my home at this time was really lively. Everyone who got up early in the morning looked left and right, only to find out that I was gone. Worse yet, downstairs had been zombie inside 3 laps. Surrounded by the outer 3 laps, I called up the monitor, installed outside, and looked at the community. Discovered the neighborhood at this time on the road. It's basically all occupied by zombies. I'm relieved to see this place. Everything is going according to plan. At this time, my home is very lively. Everyone was terrified of my disappearance. After discovering that the entire building was surrounded by zombies, and when there are already zombies trying to break into the unit door, who is even more chaotic? When Dong Shangxian entered my room, the original look of pride disappeared. Instead, it was the gloom of a face. Now turn on your phone and take a look. The most prominent headline is the zombie scene. There's blood all over the street. Zombie rule. Survivors' cries filled their ears. Extremely unsettling. Undoubtedly, not only do I know about the news, Dong Shangshan, they all know. Maybe it was Dong Shannon. They were making too much noise. Zombies found downstairs in the neighborhood. Someone upstairs is getting more violent. Dash up one layer at a time. Fortunately, there aren't many zombies. And the houses they live in are on the upper floors. Zombies can't make it in a short time. See here, everyone seemed to breathe a sigh of relief. Although it's dangerous out there. But for now, they're safe for now. Ladies and gentlemen, there are zombies all over the place right now. Let's not go out there. As long as you don't go. So we're safe for now. Patiently awaiting rescue. Dong Xianliang was like the main bone of everyone's heart for a while. Start commanding. Under his arrangement, Dong is no longer confused. Start unboxing my supplies. Eat your way up. Looking at them, everyone wants 8 vegetables and 1 soup. I shook my head. I don't know about savings at this time. Really don't wait for Yang Wang to scream. Report it yourself first. It's time for the evening. After dinner, my parents went to rest. I snuck out, bring binoculars and night vision. Patrolling around. Although this place is remote, there's not a lot of people here right now. But what if I clench the knife I bought? Keep spinning. Open your phone and take a look. Discover that everyone is forwarding circles of friends. What to say? Scan the code to register the address. State the current stock of food. Drones will be dispatched later to deliver supplies regularly. A large number of survivors are retweeting. We urge everyone to fill it out as soon as possible. I'm not registered. On the one hand, I have a lot of materials here. This kind of thing is still reserved for those who need it more. On the other hand, I'm not quite sure if this thing is real. If someone with ulterior motives intentionally posted this, if you use it for fishing, that'll be fun. After a circle outside and nothing was found, I just went back to bed. I didn't wake up the next day. I smelled the stir fry only when you open your eyes. My parents have prepared all the meals for the day. I turn on my phone while eating. News hasn't been updated yet. That's not good news. The situation is so bad now, I can't even share the information anymore. Then, I turned on the surveillance for the neighborhood and my room again. Looked out. Dong family didn't sleep well last night. Woke up in the middle of the night to discover the lights of the whole building are so dazzling at night. Thinking of me again, I'd long since disappeared. Now even a pig can know. Why are there so many zombies in the community? And the zombies are concentrated downstairs. I looked at my phone and realized so many missed calls. At this moment, my phone rang again. Look at the note. It's Dong San. In mute mode. It doesn't matter how many calls they make. It doesn't bother me. Watching them scratch their ears and scratch their cheeks, I couldn't help but laugh out loud. Deserve them. It should not be long before we find out. The so-called materials are actually only true at the top. It's all just sand and stones down there. Since you want to play, how can I get my stuff ready? What about watching them in the event of a shortage of supplies? And it's not safe inside the corridor anymore. I only found out through surveillance. Now there are zombies in the corridor. But again, the surveillance installed in the cell can see. Unit door is not damaged. How did the zombies get in? With the monitor. Look left, look right. I just realized, it turns out that yesterday, zombies were stacked on top of each other. It can't be stacked to the height of the 3rd floor. But the windows on the 3rd floor don't have burglar-proof windows. Under pressure. The glass is overwhelmed. So the zombies just invaded the building. Dong Shanchan doesn't know when. Also moved into my house. Probably worried that there are not enough supplies to eat. So come here. It could also be how both people are. It's just a shame. As my number one, pray, no matter where you hide, I couldn't have made him any better.